What is going on, YouTube? John here, back again with another unboxing and review, and this time, this is a special one. Not necessarily because of the statue itself, which I have been looking forward to, but more because this is the statue that completes my original plan for my X-Men vs. Sentinel diorama. I'll be unboxing for you the 1/10 scale Jean Grey from Iron Studios. So I'll be taking all the pieces out of the box, showing you in detail what they look like, putting them together, and then tell you what I think. Alright, how about we start off with getting the statue out of its shipper box? The first thing you see here is a close-up of the statue and the retro 90s Marvel Comics logo. Pretty cool. Moving on, you have the typical Iron Studios branding on the side here. Rotating it to the back, you have the full-on shot of the statue itself. Moving to the side again, you have a close-up of the statue itself in blue. And on top of the box, you have the X-Men symbol with Jean's name with a spot varnish finish. This setup is pretty typical for the X-Men line. Okay, with that out of the way, let's open the statue up while I give you some info on Jean Grey. She was created by writer Stan Lee and artist Jack King Kirby. Jean Grey first appeared as Marvel Girl in the X-Men #1 in September of 1963. She's a powerful mutant with the psychic powers of telepathy, telekinesis, and in the X-Men animated series, the power to pass out if you used either of the two. Years after the character first appeared in X-Men #1, we found out Xavier put psychic barriers around their powers because she couldn't control them. Saved by a sentient cosmic entity of limitless power during a space shuttle bombardment, she became Phoenix, and then eventually Dark Phoenix, as the evil side of her personality was successfully brought out by the Phoenix Force. Always loved by fellow X-Men teammate Scott Summers, Jean has survived various deaths, suicides, and other transformations to become one of the most powerful X-Men. And currently, Jean helps lead her fellow mutants to the island sanctuary of Krakoa in a bid to declare sovereignty from humankind. And the X-Men have returned to New York, existing as a brand new team elected by the mutants of Krakoa to serve as their ideal representatives, with Cyclops and Jean Grey leading the way. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that small history lesson, but with that said, let's get back to this unboxing. We're going to go ahead and lift up the top part of the styrofoam tray, and you're met with all the pieces of the statue, which adds up to 5 total pieces. Per my usual routine, let's start with the base. We're going to go ahead and get it out of this wax paper, and my first impressions are good. I love all the uneven brick on the bottom of the base, and when you turn it around here, you see some of the wood flooring and broken wooden door, which I thought was a pretty neat touch. And look at this pink TK effect. I'm really digging that pink translucent resin they went with here. The color really pops. Looking at the bottom of the base here, you have the Marvel Comics logo, the X logo, and other information. Now this isn't a numbered piece, so there is no edition size, but this is still a limited edition statue. So far so good. I'm pretty impressed with this base. Moving on to the other pieces of the statue, let's take this right arm out of the tray and take a closer look. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here, and I like the metallic blue finish they went with here. Even the yellow is pretty well done, and the sculpt has some nice musculature, folds, and seams. Very well done overall. Alright, let's move on to the next arm, and I'm not going to dwell on this one too long, because more than likely it's of the same quality. So let's take a quick look, zoom in, and yep, it's pretty much the same quality. Very well done. I'm going to move on to the next piece, which let's take a look at the portrait. Let's do that next. Let's take it out of this wax paper. All these pieces were wrapped pretty well, and I like that they went with the whited out eyes. It's a smart way of showing that she's using her powers. I think the shading on her face is really well rendered, and so is the strands of her hair. As you can see here, I like that they added some darker tones in there to give it volume. Really well done. Alright, last but certainly not least, let's take a look at the last piece of this statue, her body. Alright, taking out of this wax paper here, let's take a close look, and once again, Iron Studios does not disappoint. Same yellow shading on those parts of her outfit, and they have a different blue metallic paint for her body, which I think goes well with the yellow. Let's go ahead and zoom in on her boots here, and these are nicely sculpted. As you can see, they even sculpted the treads on the bottom of her boots, and that attention to detail is one of my favorite parts of these 1/10 scale statues. Iron Studios definitely, they pack a lot of detail into a small size. Alright, well that's pretty much the long and the short of it as far as the different pieces. So how about now we go ahead and put all the pieces together and give you my overall thoughts. We're gonna go ahead and start off with putting the base here. And from there, let's go ahead and give it a twirl so you can take a look. We're gonna go ahead and get the body. As you can see here, there's a peg right there. There's a peg hole right there. You kind of match the two to put the body onto the base, just like so. Next up is the right arm, which has a magnet right here. You kind of just place it there and it naturally goes into its spot. Same thing with the left arm. You kind of do the same thing. The same thing happens. Pretty easy. And the portrait also has a magnet on the bottom that once you place it on the top, it kind of just snaps into place just like that. And there you have it, folks. The 1/10 scale Jean Grey by Iron Studios. Overall, I think this is a really nice statue. I love the pink translucent resin that they use to give her TK effect, kind of like visualize it. I like the whited out eyes, kind of showing you that she's currently using her powers, and she has a very stoic look, almost like it's effortless for her to use her powers. And yeah, I'm really happy to add this to my collection. I'm pretty excited because this is actually the last piece that I had planned to get to complete my X-Men vs. Sentinel diorama. I initially wanted to get Archangel and Psylocke also to add to my diorama, but unfortunately I just don't think I have the room that will fit it in my display. Now, if I do find a way to kind of put them in there somehow, you might see one more video where I'll do a 2-for-1, because the way the Archangel and Psylocke statues work is that they could combine together to make one bigger statue, which is one of the reasons why I really wanted to get it, because that's pretty cool. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please leave a like. It helps the algorithm put my videos on the top of the search stack, which helps my channel grow. And if you want to get a notification anytime I put up new content, go ahead and ring the bell icon. I'm going to go ahead and leave you with one final look at my completed X-Men vs. Sentinel diorama. Hope you enjoy it, guys. Take care.